Alrighty, so earlier tonight I uploaded a video where I was trying to do some asset renaming and stuff didn't go quite right. I think it was the way stuff was being saved. However, I believe I've got that fixed. So, if you're interested, here's a little quick walkthrough of my Python script to dynamically rename assets and tag them with their original names. Bloop. So, I guess I can delete all this old nasty commented out script now. So in this case, I am getting all the assets from a particular folder. In this case, it's troll animations. And you know what? While we're at it, in this replace mapping, we add a little bit of this action here. Grux. Troll. So, I was prefixing with that. I'm thinking about changing that. I might add in the troll later if I have them like a character, but I think I might actually change that to the skeleton. So like prefix skeleton. But I'm not sure yet. But I've been using a lot of assets from different places, and they're all named differently and inconsistently, and this is my first step on doing some automated stuff with that. Now in the future, I actually want to use scripts like this to do stuff like add metadata tagging and then use that metadata tagging to automatically tweak, edit, create, move, organize, etc. Based on some kind of data or folder structure or naming conventions or whatever. So, anyhow, I import a couple things from the Unreal library. I'm not using some of these now, but object is what a lot of these things inherit from, so that gives me some nice autocomplete. I have some random strings I don't like that get replaced with things I do like. It's inline type mapping for autocomplete. Some suffixes I want to strip off, some prefixes I want to strip off. I might add some in later if I find them. I figure I'll need them at some point. This is the very first script I've used. I need to turn this into a library and probably classes and other stuff, but this is just me learning how this stuff works right now. So we pass in an asset path, which is a string. We pass back a loaded object in case I wanted to do anything with it. Should probably actually do that here. Return loaded asset. And then we load the asset into memory. If that asset path load fails for some reason, we log that and log that and bail. Oh wow, that was fun. I moved that colon. We load it in bail. Otherwise, let's grab the name of the class of the loaded asset. Thank you, Epic, for wrapping all of your classes in just Python classes of the same name. If we're not in our prefix type mapping, we're going to bail because I don't support auto renaming for you yet. Currently, I have these ones here where I've set up anim sequence goes AS underscore, anim montage, AM underscore, etc., etc. And then, if you're one of the ones I support renaming, I'm going to go ahead and get your metadata tag called base name. If you don't have a base name, I'm going to get your name, and I'm going to tag you with a base name. Oh, I need to tag you with that rectar. Interesting, that wasn't complaining before. Yes, this naming convention is great. Up here, I create a base name meta tag, but that way I can just rename the asset over and over again, but preserve its original source name. Maybe base name's not the greatest name, but I'll figure that out later. Man, making some legacy tech debt already. And so at this point, we're like, all right, hey, let's go through the name. Let's go find those bad suffixes. In this case, like the assets that we have here have a mixture of like this one has a suffix of AO blend of aim offset blend space, and some have like no asset type prefix, but most of the assets I see people using have a prefix of a certain asset type. And so I'm just going to make everything have a prefix, and that way you can do like within the folder you can type just like AS underscore get all the anim sequences, or AM underscore get all the anim montages, and make that easy to see. And so get back over DAR. So we're going to strip all the bad suffixes off. I don't have very many right now. What do I have? Blend space, montage, and aim offset blend space. And we're also going to go through the prefixes. We're going to get the prefixes from the type mapping, just in case I already had you in there. I don't want to have like two prefixes. So we're going to strip you off. If there were any previous prefixes that we had that we didn't want to have, I'll add those in there. And we'll just go through and we do a string splice on them. Same for the suffixes. Suffixes do a string splice. Prefixes do a string splice. Oh, look at you. Missing the code. Interesting, I didn't get any errors with that earlier. So, and if we have any strings in you in general that I don't like if you're LFT, that's one letter short of left. So let's just put the whole word left in there. Is one of the ones that I remap. And after all of that, let's get your new prefix by getting your class prefix from the dictionary up top. Shouldn't see this based on my code, but just in case. And then we format our new name, and then we rename our asset to the new name, and then we save our loaded asset and return it. So what does that look like? Let's go to the output log, and I didn't write those, so they're broken. But another cool thing, if you come in here, you can turn off show all. You can come to your filters, and there is a Python log category right there. And every time it loads up, it writes out your stubs, which is cool. I'm hoping that it'll have stubs for the classes that I create for my blueprint stuff. We'll see. Fingers crossed. So I'm going to come over here. You can see this is called level pane, death B, etc. Come back to my output log. I'm going to run my rename troll animations.py, and it's going to think for a second. Meanwhile, while it thinks, Samidu, I will entertain myself with my butcher. Oh look, it's done. Right as I got to doggo. Samidu, what's that over there? Say hi. Okay, you can get your bed. Get in your bed. Cool. So we printed out a bunch of stuff. And so we're loading asset for rename. It was this. We made a new name. In this case, M space, idle, blah, blah, blah. And anim sequence idle. Let's find another one. Here's a blend space. So we had that. And our new name is blend space base hero dot locomotion. Right? Here's a blend space 1D. Oh, why did you not strip off your own blend space name? Well, I'll figure that out later because I have the original name stored on there, or should, because we're adding the base name metadata. And over here, you can see all the files have been renamed, which is nice. And so, and they've all been saved, I believe. I'm paranoid, I'm just going to hit save all anyways. I'm also going to come in here and right click just to make sure we're going to fix up redirectors. And it'll be really cool if I run the game and he plays his animation still and didn't break anything. That's the real test. The suspense. Okay. Oh, animations. Those look good. And where's my controllers? Alright, let's hit a little play here. Yeah, I know that thing I downloaded is broken. Oh, look, he's playing his animation still. That means it worked. Didn't screw everything up. Yes. Angry troll is angry. Oh. No. That's right, troll. Run away. You don't know where I went, because you're really dumb. Oh. I think 5-second line of sight is maybe too short. Just knocking the barrels around. Oh. No, knock your friend's ragdoll around. Oh. Is that why he's angry? I don't know if I can actually grab these. No, I don't think so. Anywho, Angry Troll is angry. And Angry Troll's animations have been renamed. We're just going to go in here and double check. Where's my... Oh, look. Blend Space 1D Troll idle. Yes. If you come over here, oh yeah. You can see all my anim montages have AM underscore. Oh, that's juicy. And my blend space 1Ds, my blend space AOs, my regular blend spaces, and yay! Now I can sort by name or whatever, and see all my different types of animations together. Hoop-de-doop-de. If I wanted to later, I could change that to, let's do them all suffixes, but I tend to see everybody using prefixes like SM for skeletal mesh and SK for skeletal mesh, SM for static mesh. I'm going to try and stick to those standardized conventions and also have everything have a type prefix. So, there we go. Thanks for watching. Been Chris. I think it's time to maybe attempt to go to sleep. It's almost 1, but thanks for watching. Have a wonderful night or day or whatever the hell it is, wherever you're watching right now. All right.